All right, guys, thank you for joining me again tonight. So, anyway, listen, we're gonna get right into this. This is probably not gonna be long. It's probably gonna be about 20 minutes or so. I always open my mouth. I'm like, it's gonna be 20 minutes, and then fucking an hour later, we're still sitting here. So anyway, we have something interesting coming to supermarkets soon. Now, the supermarket that they're testing it in. Thank you for the 5x5, Mr. Landfill, Renee, another friend, Jeep Girl, Kathleen, Vision, Hudson, what's going on? Teresa, Simpler Times Homestead, Brian, Rated Forever, Dobie, what's going on? Old Mutt, WTC, thank you. The Mighty Llama, I like that one. Paul F, Charlie. Thank you for the 5x5, guys. So, who else? FP Miles. Thank you for the 5x5, guys. I appreciate it. So, we got something coming to supermarkets. Biometric scanning systems coming to supermarkets. Now, of course, guys, will we see it at every supermarket? Probably not. I don't see that happening up here at the shitty supermarkets in, ghetto neighborhoods or poor white neighborhoods for that matter. But definitely the more high end, upper echelon, if you will, supermarkets are definitely going to install this. Now, in 20, 30, in 10, 20 years, will we see this in these ghetto supermarkets? Probably. When the technology gets old, it always moves downhill, right? So normally that's how it works. Now, biometric scanning, guys, is bullshit. I know that there are a lot of places when you sign into work and stuff like that, they use biometric scanning, your hands. Some places use your face, your eyes, and this data is collected. Now, Whole Foods in Washington State has started that. They actually said, I think there was like 16 stores or something like that, that are going to have this biometric scanning system. Palm scanning system, 65 Whole Foods stores across California are going to have this in. I haven't seen any of those here in the Whole Foods here in New York. Nonetheless, guys, this provides a bigger problem. So I'm going to read this stuff off to you real quick. And then, yeah, man, watch this shit show unfold with this technology we don't need. So, they're obviously, guys, going to be collecting biometric measures, biometric data. They're definitely going to be collecting that. Now, Amazon, rather, has a palm scanning technology that I'm going to show you what it looks like as soon as I can motherfucking find it. But it's interesting because this process has been in jobs for years. So I used to work for Cornell Hospital, and you used to have to clock in by scanning your palm, and I never fucking did it. I think I did it once or twice. And they were like, you didn't scan in? I'm like, the fucking thing didn't work, It was always broken anyway. And I hated working for Cornell, by the way. A fucking bunch of jerk-offs, but not the point. So that's what the scanning system looks like. You see the little Amazon smile at the bottom? So you just hover your hand over this device, and there it is. Now, there's also a scanner on it where you can scan your QR code. So your QR code is what you have on your phone through Amazon. When you go through Amazon, Whole Foods, you click the QR code, you can scan that. So the QR code is not a problem, but people want to sign up for this Amazon One. You can see on this device, it says One, and under the bottom of it, it says enter, identify, pay with Amazon One. Sign up within seconds using this device. You can sign up with this device holding your palm over it. And yes, this Amazon smile does look like a penis. You are absolutely right. Let's go Liberty. It does look like a penis. And now that you said that, I can't unsee it. Thank you. So, yeah, guys, that's a problem. So not that that's a problem. It's not the end of the world. It's not a big to-do yet. But the fact that they're running this as a pilot program, if you will, and I think they ran it as a pilot program in Washington, and then it trickled down to California. Now, 65 stores, guys, that's a lot of stores. And I'm surprised New York hasn't fucking had this yet. The problem is people here in New York are a lot more reluctant to use it because, for example, there's a store I used to go to called Fairway. And in Fairway, you take your phone and you scan each item with the phone, and it racks up the bill on your phone, and then you pay through your phone, which I thought was pretty fucking cool. I liked it because the lines were always fucking long. Yo, listen, let's put it like this. These people did not want to use that feature, the scan feature. They rather waited online for 45 minutes than be in and out in 2 seconds. Now, granted, I don't use that system anymore because of the whole, scanning system and all this other bullshit. But still, I thought it was a cool system. But being that it's taking jobs away from people, I don't like it anymore. So yes, I'd probably be the schmoes waiting online. Anyway, Amazon's palm scanning technology expanded to 65 Whole Foods stores across California. The checkout device was introduced in 2020 as part of a Amazon One payment service, allowing customers to pay with the scan of their palm or a QR code. This is the biggest rollout by a company yet. This is with the first new Whole Foods location adding support today in Malibu, Montana Avenue, and Santa Monica. This article was written last year, 2022 rather. So this article was written last year. So these are new places. Again, nothing in New York yet. And if it does come to New York, I want to see it, not use it, and I probably will never shop there again. Now, when you initially enter the store, you hold your hand over this device, right? It scans your palm, then you go and shop. There's cameras on the ceiling. Many little cameras, guys. The technology is called Just Walk Out. This consists of hundreds of cameras with a God's eye view of customer. Not a bird's eye view, God's eye view. Sensors are placed under each apple, carton of oatmeal, buell of multigrains. Did I say that right? Buell of multigrain, sorry. Behind the scenes, deep learning software analyzes the shopping activities to detect patterns and increase the accuracy it charges. Now, this thing has overcharged people, but they fixed the problem later on down the line. So it's not a problem. But imagine having this system in, guys. This is real-time scanning of your items, real-time access to the CBDC system, which that's going to happen down the line. Now, Amazon, guys, they're already setting up their system for the CBDC. That was an article I read, I think a week or two ago, and I heard it from somebody on Instagram, and I had to look it up, and there it goes. Amazon, Uber Eats, and there's another company, they're lining up their, which, a matter of fact, I mentioned it in the video a couple of weeks ago, that Amazon is lining up their company to take on the CBDC system and FedNow coins. So now this is real-time learning of your habits that the federal government's going to have. It's one thing for a company to have it, which, listen, they send all of our shit to the federal government, but now it's real-time. Now they're watching you fucking as you're going throughout the store. Customers can set up an Amazon One by registering their palm print using the kiosk or point of sale station at participating stores. To register, you need to provide a payment card, phone number, an agreement to the term service, and an image of your palm. They keep omitting the QR code or whatever. Once complete, you can take items to checkout and not have to take out your wallet or even your phone. You hover your hand over the device, and that's all it needs to pay and leave. So this is reverse. They have a system where you leave with it. You enter the store scanning your palm, and I guess you do the same thing walking out. You can do this with the choice of palm scanning or QR code. At the QR code. Sorry, I was reading a message on here. It takes less than a minute to sign up. You can scan both hands in case you lose one in a fucking horrifying accident on the kiosk. Link to your Amazon account. You hover each palm over the turnstile to enter, like I said, and then you're in the most sophisticated grocery store ever fucking stores have built, whatever. More than 40 years ago, Amazon bought Whole Foods for $13 billion. Now the Amazonification of the grocery chain is physically complete, as showcased by a revamped Whole Foods store in Glover Park, Washington. I think that's the one that's in Washington State. That store does look snazzy. I hate to admit it. Anyway, the technology is comparable to what's in driverless cars. It identifies when we lift a product from the shelf, freezer, or produce bin, automatically itemizing the goods, charges us when we leave the store because you can put it back. Anyone with an Amazon account, not just a Prime member, can shop this way and skip the cashier, since the bill shows up in the Amazon account and gets emailed to you, by the way. So Alex Levine, 55 years old, an 18-year resident of Glover Park, said that we should not reject the store changes. These, again, Glover Park or Washington State is a very liberal state. Glover Park is a liberal community. Keep that in mind. We need to understand the benefits and the downside of the technology and use it to our advantage, this fucking cockbag said. Cock monkey motherfucker. What are we looking at? Sorry, just responding. All right, sorry. We need to understand, okay, he added that trying to trick the camera and the sensors by placing a box of nuggets in a shopping bag and then putting the item back in the freezer, Amazon wasn't fooled and he wasn't charged for the nuggets. So again, it knows when you put it back, but you got to put it back. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, whatever. I'll address that in a minute. Customers notice, okay, so a customer noticed a sign near the forbade shopper. Oh, sorry. There was a sign in the store forbidding shoppers to take photos or videos inside the store. I don't know why. Oh. All right. Thank you for giving me the heads up, Northern Girl. Somebody was complaining about that shit last week, too, so it's got to be a thing. All right, so now keep this in mind, guys. They don't want you to film. They don't want you to take pictures. For what reason? Why wouldn't they? They don't want you to promote it, but you can't do it. And then they have little eyes. He says his eyes drifted towards the ceiling, and he noticed hundreds of small black boxes hanging from the rafters. An employee jumped in out of nowhere. Those are cameras that follow you during your shopping experience, with no hint of irony. She explained with no hint of irony. So imagine, the employee says these cameras are following you, but you can't take pictures or video, but they can video and follow you around the store. Interesting. I think this technology in the camera, guys, is also like the casinos, when they can tell when somebody's cheating based on their posture, the temperature, the body movement, all that other shit. I think those cameras are going to do the same thing to detect if someone's going to steal or not. But you can't do anything about it, right? When people steal, guys, they let them steal. So, quick story. I was in a liquor store today, and I bought this decent bottle of whiskey, 15 years aged. This store can only get 6 bottles of whiskey a month because it's that sought after. Anyway, I saw a camera behind me at this level on a shelf behind me. And I look at it and I go, and I'm talking to the whiskey guy, and I'm like, that wasn't there before. You got people stealing like that? He goes, yeah. I go, and so when they steal, they just walk out of the store? He goes, yeah. I said, you guys can't stop them? He goes, no. I go, why can't you stop them? I said, this is a private business. They don't want us fucking stopping anybody because of lawsuits. Private companies, big chain companies, are scared of stopping people because they don't want a lawsuit in case somebody gets hurt for stealing some shit. So someone's stealing, The thief gets hurt. The thief can sue, causing that company money. They'd rather just lose the items. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Right? So I don't know, man. It's strange that they ran into this fucking situation. It's strange that even a private company is telling their employees don't go hands on. Viking Prepper, yeah, no chase policy, exactly, right? And they said, and the cops at the Fort Lee, this is Fort Lee, New Jersey, the cops told them that they can't get in their way, they can't lock the doors, they can't fucking try to get the item out of their hand, that they're not supposed to approach them, it's against the law. This is what the cop told the guy that worked in the whiskey shop. Maybe the whiskey guy was over, what you call it? I don't know. Was maybe the whiskey guy, the shop guy was lying, but I couldn't. I mean, listen, stranger thing. Yes, Meg, criminals have more rights. Absolutely. I mean, and some of those whiskey bottles, man, they're expensive, man. I'm like the one I was looking at, I would probably get next time was like almost $200, but it was like a fucking nice, high end whiskey. It was aged, I think, 15 years, right? I saw a whiskey that was aged 26 years, 46 years. 46 years aged whiskey, $20,000. I was like, when I hit the lotto, $20,000 for 46-year-old whiskey, woo! That must go down like syrup. It's so smooth. Holy shit, man. 20 grand. And I was staring at it going, one fucking day, fucko, you're going to be mine. Probably not. $20,000 is a lot for fucking whiskey. But yeah, man, dibs on the on the glass of that. Yeah, I know. It was insane. I was just like, 46 years older than you. I'm 40. I'm 45. I'll be 46 this year. But then again, I don't know when that whiskey was released. But anyway, still. Dak Janus, yes, the guy told me that. Zach, yeah, he said that was the best. You're the second person to tell me that. That's cool. Yes, Little Lone Prepper. So Little Lone Prepper just said 2 employees were fired from Lululemon's for confronting a group of thieves and calling the police. They got fired for actually calling the police and confronting Imagine trying to save, because listen, guys, it's not about profit. It's about letting these animals get away with this shit and continually getting away with this shit. And you have to drop the hammer sometimes. But they're telling you not to fucking drop the hammer and be easy. But it's also a pride thing. I'm sitting in the store and you're walking out of shit right in front of me. You're disrespecting me. I take that as a personal slight myself. So somebody's getting beat up. Somebody's on the fucking floor cleaning up their blood with their shirt. Not me. But, that's just some crazy shit, letting people steal. And there are people who are fine with it. Christian Prepper said 18-year Glenfiddich was the oldest bottle and most expensive bottle I ever bought. My most expensive bottle was only $140, right? And I'm looking at some higher end ones. But yeah, man, I can't believe they. And he goes, and the guy I'm talking to, he's white, but he's not saying what he wants to say. He's like, I was like, who the fuck is stealing your liquor all the way over here? He's like. I was like, what, the Dominicans? He goes, I go, well, yeah. I said, they walk all the way across the bridge to come over here and steal? He goes, yeah, Washington Heights is what I said. I said, wait, the Dominicans from Washington Heights? He goes, yeah. I go, they walk across the bridge all the way over here to steal whiskey? He goes, yeah. I go, what the fuck, man? That's fucking insane. I don't know if I'm a lazy thief or not, but I'm not walking that far to steal anything. I'm not stealing anything to begin with, but I'm not walking that fucking far. Fuck that noise. But yeah, huge black market for high-end liquor. Oh, Dak Daniels said huge black market for high-end liquor. No shit. Dan H, I have some Japanese whiskey here. If I'm not mistaken, it's 12 years old. So I told you, I don't drink anything under 10 unless it's a cheaper whiskey like Slane or what's the other one? The Sexton. The Sexton's really good and Slane's really good. Sorry. Trying to have a conversation with you guys and then over here. Trying to handle two conversations at one time. What the fuck? Counterfeit bottles, cheap. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, vision. So my relocation plan, I'm going to discuss something. My mother just gave me a heads up about something. So moving out of New York might not happen. So it might look like, well, not. I won't be moving as far as I thought I was going to be moving. So Connecticut or PA are the two places that I can move to now. Unfortunately, and I really wanted to move down south, but whatever. Looks like it's not going to happen. But I'll explain it in a couple weeks, depending on what I find out. Hibiki is good. Hibiki is good. Hibiki's really good. But yeah, man. And then I have this liqueur thing. I have this fucking fascination with this liqueur shit now, so I'm all about that. Liqueur, not liqueur, liqueur. Sorry, it's like a cream whiskey, like they have like a Bailey's. It's like a Bailey's, but it's bourbon. It's like bourbon cream. Lynn, I don't have any interest in Mississippi. I wouldn't mind moving somewhere like it, but I also don't want to get in a fist fight with cops. So yeah. Anyway, I definitely want to go down there. So where are we at? Oh, we're at the 20-something minute mark. All right, guys. So with that being said, I got too many conversations going on. I got to handle some right now. I will be on tomorrow morning. Excuse the look I'm gonna have tomorrow morning. Cause I told you guys I've been taking what you call it, kickboxing. Oh no, I didn't tell you guys. I started taking kickboxing, like the gay version of kickboxing, like not in the ring with some dude, but and kickboxing, a bag that doesn't hit back, whatever. And yeah, man, I took a kickboxing class, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Everything was hurting. I couldn't walk. My legs were shot. I haven't thrown a roundhouse kick since I was fucking 14. I'm 45 years old. So I'm throwing roundhouse kicks and shit. I'm like, why am I fucking... And I'm getting back into my boxing days, which are short-lived, but getting back. So the boxing, the punches, the hooks, they're coming back. But the kicks, my feet felt like cement at first. I was trying to do a roundhouse kick, and I'm like, boom. And then it came back to me because of my Taekwondo days when I was fucking 15 years old. What the fuck do I look like kicking a bag at 45 years old? But I was doing it. And the only reason why I was doing it, because I was looking at fat chicks, and I'm like, and these chicks are getting their heavy-ass thighs up off the ground and kicking. And I'm like, well, these bitches can do it, so can I. So I started fucking getting into it, and I got into it, and then I got carried away. Whatever. You're not old heathen. You're not old heathen. Well, yeah, whatever. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 10, and I will be back on Thursday night for the doubleheader as well, provided nothing fucking happens. And yeah, that'll be that. So thank you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for dealing with my bullshit. And yeah, that should be it. I should be going to Vision's little shindig that he's having this week, provided nothing fucking happens, because it just seems like shit's always fucking going down. And no water, dude, I'm not taking my shirt off. And on that note, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.